Hi, everybody. I'm Gwendolyn Sterk of Sterk Family Law Group. And today I'm honored and privileged to have with us Nadine's Blue Butterfly, who is our October 22 Not-for-Profit Hero of the Month. And I'm real pleased to have Jennefer Hofferica with me today to give us a little background information and some history. Welcome, Jennefer. How are you today?
I am very well, Gwen. Thank you so much for having me, and what an honor to be chosen as the hero of the month, especially with it being October and Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So thank you so much for having me here.
Sure. So tell us a little bit. Where does Nadine's Blue Butterfly? What's the history?
So Nadine's Blue Butterfly actually started in 2020 as a Facebook group that I had started to honor my mother, who had passed away just before shelter in place. So Nadine was my mom, and she was a lovely person, and very kind, very giving. And she had passed away from ALS, and ironically, one of the symbols for ALS is a blue butterfly, and she had a blue butterfly tattoo. So one of the things I wanted to do was, incorporate, her spirit, her kindness. So Nadine's Blue Butterfly was created to help me grieve a bit, help me kind of, navigate the rough time that was 2020. All of us went through that. And really start to try to focus on some of the things that that really meant something to me and in honor of her. So for the last couple of years, we have done donation drives through my neighborhood and through friends and family of in-kind items. So in 2020, everybody was, organizing and purging.
Purging, right.
We didn't have any choice, so we might as well organize our house, right? So so I collected a lot of, stuffed animals and cold weather items and books. And I had already had a relationship with the Crisis Center for South Suburbia through doing donation drives through my office, and with Operation Blessing, which is a food pantry that my family utilized a lot as a child. And as a teenager. So I had these two organizations already that really meant something to me. And then I wanted to really start focusing on the clients that they serve and things that I could provide for them. And so I really wanted to focus on needs, on the need things that they need, such as hygiene items, school supplies, and, cold weather items. And then also, comfort items. So birthday gifts and holiday gifts and things like that. So we started out small, just, Christmas of 2020, worked out pretty well. Like I said, I collected things from my community and was able to deliver gift bags to the Crisis Center. And I volunteered at Operation Blessing for their toy giveaway. So, the last couple of years, it really, really took off. And, I decided this year in just after Mother's Day, my third Mother's Day without my mom, I really wanted to start to think, well, okay, doing something at the holidays is lovely, but everybody does things at the holidays, and there's needs all year round, and there's constantly different things that these children and these families and these survivors of abuse, they can use. So, but I was thinking, well, I can't collect of things all year round, or I can't, support it financially myself. So it's like, okay, I need to formalize, I need to become a nonprofit. So I jumped right in with hands, feet, head, everything.
You took the plunge, right?
And I became a nonprofit in June, and started looking into, how to do fundraising and different campaigns, and start to see what we can do to really start having an impact and starting to help some of these survivors of these abuses and of domestic violence. So.
Right, because that becomes more of my specific question. What community or target audience do you have to serve based upon what you gather in through your not-for-profit?
So my main focus really is the 10 to 17-year-old age group. In my experience with working at the food pantry and working with the different holiday drives, this is a real forgotten kind of age group. Everybody's willing at Christmas time to, buy a Barbie doll and buy a coloring book and, those kinds of things for these smaller kids. But it's these older kids that are getting kind of left out. And if they're experiencing, abuse or they're witnessing to abuse in their home, or, they're going through these things, it's really easy for them to get kind of their needs and their wants kind of get put on the back burner. They're not seen as much. So my focus really is on that age group, that 10 to 17 year age group, to get them the things that they need, the hygiene items that they need, the shampoos, the deodorants, the things like that, the school supplies, backpacks and those kinds of things. And of course, a birthday present or a holiday gift. If a family is going through domestic violence and they're either able to have left the situation, they're starting out on very meager means. They don't really have a lot of extra funds for extra items or things like that, or necessities. I mean, going to school with a backpack with the things that you need is very important, especially if you're trying to work and navigate through trauma. Even in the best household, the teen years are difficult for kids, but top, the stresses of having a traumatic life situation, it just adds to it. So I want to relieve a little bit of that burden of those things that, that we think about and that so many of us take for granted every day, but that are really needed. So that's really the group that I'm focusing on.
Interesting. And, it's really, you're right. It's a left out group, because it's not as fun to buy for a teenager as it is to go get a little kid's toy, right, at Christmas.
Correct.
It's not as fun, and you don't necessarily understand or relate to what they may need. So tell us, how do people get involved in your organization? Do you have volunteers? How does this all work?
Well, our focus is what we actually do and how we actually get things to the community is like I said, I'm very new. So our plan is that through shopping events 3 times a year. And when I say shopping, I mean that the families register and they come and they shop for the items that they need. So we had our first one in August, and that was a back to school event. And I create a initiative on my Facebook page. Right now, I just literally today launched my my website, so we're up and running for that. And put on a needs list and put things out there for people that they can go on Amazon and they can shop for things. They can send things. I've been very, very lucky that my neighbors and my community have been lovely with a lot of, gently used, items are fine, of course, especially those books. I love to keep books in kids' hands. And then I'm going to start, putting information out there where people can, if they would like to attend one of our events to help as a volunteer, that would be lovely as well. So I do post a lot on social media. That's been, that's where we started. So that's where my main point of getting the information out there to the community is. But I am really starting to ramp up now with my my webpage in place, and I might get a Twitter finally, who knows.
Sure. So now, if you're somebody who is a teenager, or there's a family there that you know of, and they actually need to contact you because they need the items that you're able to shop in your community store, how do they reach out to you as well?
So through my connections really have been mainly through social service agencies. So I've been getting direct referrals from the different social service agencies that do provide support to these victims. Because since I am not a counselor or a legal, I'm not legal advice, I'm not financial advice. Right. I do like to work directly with a social worker or a social service agency to give me that information. Okay. Of course, if they have and they do see my information on Facebook, I would love for them to reach out and naturally connect with me. We try to be as anonymous as possible, just for safety reasons. We don't require any personal information, except for just a name and a contact number of whoever is asking for the services. and then just a little bit of information about who needs the services. So the age of the child, the sex of the child, what specific need they could be looking for, if it's school supplies, if it's a coat, if it's, a birthday gift.
Right. Now, do you have any upcoming events that people should know about and maybe they want to participate in?
We do. So excited. Where our first Christmas holiday shopping spree is going to be December 4th, and we are having it in downtown Lockport at the Gladys Fox Museum, which I'm really excited about. It's a really, really nice venue. So we're, going to have it set up so that, families, grandma, mom, whoever it is in charge of getting things for these kiddos can come in, they can shop. We'll have gift wrapping available. We'll also have, other items. We'll have, lots of books on hand, for free, and, gently used clothing, other items, even things, Christmas decorations I plan on having there in case somebody needs anything for holiday decor. Really excited about it. So everybody there, if they follow the Facebook page, Nadine's Blue Butterfly NPO, on Facebook, there's always going to be information on there, information about how people can register and connect with us if they would like to be part of the event. Like I said, it is a private event, so they do, the space is of course limited, so I don't put it out to the general public because, I could have 1,000 people there.
Good, that's right, yeah.
But yeah, so we're really, really excited about it.
Very good. And do you have any fundraising or any way somebody wants to get involved and help out to be able to give some teenagers some gifts for Christmas? Do they reach out on Facebook? How do they get a hold of you?
Yes. Reach out on Facebook. Both of my email addresses are on there as well. I get the messenger through Facebook also. So if anybody just wants to reach out, we do have, like I said, I'm going to set up a specific wish list on Amazon for this. And I do, we will do we'll have a donation link if anybody wants to, just donate directly to the cause. So yeah.
Very cool. So it gives you a great opportunity and a good feeling to be able to service this population and specifically teenagers. I'm sure you get other family members as well, but that's really your target and focus, right?
Correct. Yes, correct. This being a holiday event, of course, there'll be all age groups represented for items for the families to come in and shop for.
Very good. Well, can you give us your contact information? First of all, you're on Facebook, and where do we find you at?
So so the Facebook page once again is Nadine's Blue Butterfly NPO, and that's on Facebook. Our website is nadinesbluebutterfly.com. And and then my email address is nadinesbluebutterfly@gmail.com or Jennefer@nadinesbluebutterfly.com.
Very good. So a lot of different ways to get a hold of you. It's a great organization, a great cause, and really reaching out to those teenage years, both boys, girls, whoever needs your services, right?
That's correct. Yes,
That's
definitely.
Well, we really appreciate your time today. We appreciate what you do, and we know that the community that's listening today will really respect what you do and want to participate. So please reach out, everybody, to Nadine's Blue Butterfly. Have a great day.
Thank you.